Look at me. I'm Black Superman.
You're crazy.
Damn. He really is Black Superman.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Cinema Critic. I'm Nick, and today we will be reviewing the new Fast and Furious spin-off film, Hobbs and Shaw. Just to tell you how these reviews work, I'm just going to list the good stuff, then the bad stuff, and then I will give you my overall conclusion and my grade of the film. So let's get started. Okay, let's start with the good stuff. The best thing about this movie are The Rock and Jason Statham. They are both really talented actors, especially in fight sequences, and bring their best to the film. The two also have great chemistry and are able to make jokes that don't feel forced or rushed. Speaking of jokes, the film's humor is great and mostly lands. The same can be said for the action sequences, as they are entertaining and, just fun to watch. I also liked Idris Elba's as the villain. He's again just a great actor like The Rock and Jason Statham, who are able to make a bland, run-of-the-mill villain memorable and, like that. Like, you just don't immediately forget about the villain when you walk out. You actually remember him because he's memorable. Vanessa Kirby's character, Hattie, I also really liked. I feel like she did a great job in the film, and she was pretty good. I think when it comes to the positives about this movie, just to kind of sum up, it's just a really fun movie. It's just a fun movie. It's got great action sequences. It's funny. It's just, a fun time at the movies. In particular, the first and second acts, where I was just having so much fun watching that. Now let's talk about the bad. And what's obviously bad about Hobbs and Shaw is that it's a pretty stupid movie. The plot in particular feels very cartoonish and cliche. Also, there are a lot of inconsistencies in the film that kind of pulled me out. However, this happens in almost any action movie, and the fun of the film, the action sequences and stuff, kind of just make you ignore and forget all of the dumb stuff and all of the and all of the bad stuff. It's just like you kind of ignore it because you're having a good time. However, what really actually bothered me about this film, most of all, more than all of those things, was the third act. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I found they could have shaved off those final 30 minutes, and the film would have been better off. First off, it would have been shorter, which I think would have been a lot better. Shorter films can get better box office results, and I think that really could have helped if they just got rid of that final action sequence. And it just felt kind of forced, like, oh, okay, right, we just kind of have to cram this whole thing at the end of the movie, and they never, it doesn't really fit. Also, the film tries to have, the usual Fast and Furious themes of family, and most of the Fast and Furious movies are able to, kind of put it in, so that it works with the overall narrative of the film. But here, it just felt kind of rushed and forced. And again, don't want to give away much from the third act, but much of that family theme comes into that third act and is very rushed and forced. And maybe they could have just shaved that off. That I generally feel like if you cut that 30 minutes off, that film could have been a lot better. But anyway, that was all the bad stuff. Time for my conclusion. All the bad stuff aside, though, Hobbs and Shaw is just a fun film with a ton of laugh-out-loud moments and great action sequences. When it comes to a grade, I'd say this movie is good. It's a good movie. I recommend, if you're a casual movie fan, that you go check this one out. I think you'll probably enjoy it for, the fun merits that it has. And if you're a Fast and Furious fan, I got a feeling you're going to love this movie. So, it's definitely go check that out if you like the Fast and Furious movies. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. The link is down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.